Hi, I'm Lindsay Gray, President of the Student Athletic Advisory Council. I'm here in the Student Video Center to talk about the NCAA certification process. It's been 10 years since the last certification process. The process provides George Mason University with an opportunity to reaffirm its commitment to the rules and regulations adopted by the NCAA and to involve the community across campus to help align George Mason with those rules and regulations. Joining me in the studio is Dr. Alan Merten, President of George Mason University.
It's a very good process. I have a management approach to it, which I would tell everyone from the beginning. When we are about to go through accreditation or recertification, as we do in athletics, everything that we do for the outside group, for the accreditors from NCAA, we should be doing for ourselves. Mm-hmm. So we're not there just to answer questions that someone else asks us. Mm-hmm. Well, when we go through recertification, we should be doing it for our sake. We should be the primary consumer of the information. The secondary consumer should be NCAA. Mm-hmm. And as a result of that, we take an approach that's much more directed to what can we learn from it. Not how do we get through this, mm-hmm. but what can we learn from it? How can we get better as a result of it? We do that with all of our accreditation, we do it with all of our recertification. We're now doing it with the NCAA recertification. We have a culture at George Mason University that we will do the right thing. I get asked the question in a lot of different settings, how do I deal with ethical dilemmas? Mm-hmm. How do I deal with the issues associated with potentially violating a rule? And my answer is always the same, and that is I stay as far away from ethical dilemmas as I can, mm-hmm. and I make sure that I operate as far away from getting in trouble. So mm-hmm. if you don't want to get burned by the fire, then stay away from the fire. Yeah. And I would say that's our approach. I think our approach overall is that we recognize the cost associated with violating an NCAA rule. It's mm-hmm. just not worth it. So we'll bend the other way. We'll in a sense be more restrictive and more cautious than even the NCAA wants. It starts with me. Several years ago, we were meeting with the coaches, and we were trying to discuss what we thought was descriptive of what we were at George Mason. And Peter, who's got an incredible memory, he's written over 100 books, so he's brilliant thinker. He said, you know, one sign that we're doing something right is I've never had a faculty member come to me and to complain that there was a coach that was putting improper pressure on the faculty member to give a student athlete something that they didn't deserve. And when Peter said that to all of us, the room went dead quiet. I mean, so here's a person who would hear complaints from faculty or complaints from deans if some coach had in a sense even close to wanting to do something wrong. Peter said, never had that, never. We have invested a lot of time, energy, and money in facilities at George Mason since I came in 1996, and we had to do that. We had to do it across the board. We had to do it for academic activities. We had to do it for athletic activities. And we had to do it to support the community, mm-hmm. and we're doing it. We're doing it at a level that it's hard for people to envision. We are in the midst of about a $900 million construction set of construction projects. The RAC was just one of them. The renovation of the Patriot Center, another one. Mm-hmm. So we're spending a lot of money on facilities. I would expect over the years to come we'll be spending more money on athletic facilities. We have to keep in mind that the only thing the state pays for is academic building. Okay. They don't pay for anything else. They don't pay for athletic facilities, they don't pay for student services, they don't pay for anything. So the only way we can build something is if we get the money from someone, and it's not the state.
Donations.
It's got to be donations or fees or whatever it may be, and that's what makes it a challenge. But we've done well.
For those who would like to learn more about the certification process, you can visit the web address located at the bottom of the screen.